and I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these eyes ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Only winning is exception, ain't no truth. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only win. With this, ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Cause I ain't like it nothing. Yeah, yeah, then I hit that. Okay, yeah, yeah, then I hit that.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New York Jets. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 15-yard line.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Play fake, and it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Counter, Gore, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Second down at 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Operating from the gun, Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Allen. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Allen dancing to his left. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
On the play. First down, New York.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills 3, Jets 0.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Darnold finding Perriman there for a New York first down.
New York.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On first down, it's Gore. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Off of play action, Darnold. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah, this place has notoriously never been kind to visiting field goal kickers. You get those wins that really whip through the inner bowl, not to mention the urban legends about stadium workers opening and closing the tunnel doors. But for whatever reason, this one winds up off target.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The left side caught by Diggs. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And there's a catch there by Stephon Diggs, and he is dangerous whether you throw the ball to him short or you target him downfield for the big plays. Averaged nearly 18 yards per catch. That ranked 4th in the league last season. He is elusive and tough to get down on the ground when he's in the open field.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Good catch there by Stephon Diggs, and no one happier in Buffalo than quarterback Josh Allen, who was looking for that big target downfield, the guy who can go up and take the ball away from defenders and turn it into big plays.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're running it. Big gap. Alert. Bang. Hey, tight. Here we go. Switch. Go. It's wrong.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's get off the field. Let's go. Motion. Mike. Alert. Oh, you got deep? Mike 51. There's a party now.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
At the 28-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Darnold to throw again. He dumps this off underneath to Gore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again is Darnold. And the Bills are going to get it as he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And it's 3rd down.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And it's fielded at the 34. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll run here with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the stop.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And now the first NFL carry for the Utah man at Zach Moss.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, it's Singletary. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Bills 17. Jets.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Darnold. He's got Denzel Mims, the rookie from Baylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Down, New York.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Red 80. 54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, block 54, block 54. Stay with your man. Red 80.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throw complete to Herndon. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D.
On first down, it's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Allen took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check pass, check pass. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Watch twist.
Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a run with Singletary. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bills 24, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down, New York.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Back now in Buffalo.
Jets nothing.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Darnold on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch my board. Watch my board. I got you.
2nd down and 10. Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Open man left side, that's the tight end, Herndon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He hits Herndon over the middle. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
42-yard.
So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. After the interception, here's Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon.
Darnold.
A gain of 6 there on first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's across midfield.
Frank Gore kind of continuing his tour around the AFC East. Remember, he was with Miami in 2018. Played for his opponents in this ballgame, the Bills, in 2019. And now wears the green with the New York Jets here in 2020. Well-traveled.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Brashad Perriman. He's taken out of bounds.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Oh, yeah, and here we
Again, Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
At the 18-yard line.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Jets 3.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Singletary again. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the